Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the New York Mets.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
New York Mets.
Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. What do you got on him, Chris?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
So in now for
Leading off
Colorado,
for the Rockies,
Brenton Doyle.
center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Spins the plate, and that's how this game gets started. And the righty deals. And a foul ball. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. There's the strike. Fastball for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Way inside.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 1 out. Bases empty. Base hit.
Batting third, shortstop Ezekiel Tovar.
1 down. Digging in, Ezekiel Tovar. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Man at first, 1 away. Just missed.
Outside.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
This one chopped up the middle. McNeil gets it to first, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here at Citi Field, and on the hill, Germán Márquez. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. That misses the zone, and 1-1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Here's Juan Soto. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. One down, base is empty. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. Just missed. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third baseman.
And now it's Mark Vientos. First pitch just misses. And delivers outside. Soto, the runner at first with one gone to the inning. That one missed. And ball four, two aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, one out. Here's Pete Alonso. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
0-1's the count.
Oh, 1 down. Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That one not close. And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. Runners at first and second with one gone. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. This one chopped to first. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Here's Jesse Winker.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And that drops in for a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
The 0-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Second and third, 2 down. Next pitch is outside. Up the middle. What a stop. Gathers and throws. What a play to end the inning.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back here in
Leading off
Queens,
for
here's
the
Michael
Rockies,
Toglia.
First baseman, Michael Toglia.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's Bryant now. Second overall pick in the 2013 draft. That misses. 1-0. Bryant in his 10th season hitting 5th in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. One down, base is empty.
Ball 2.
That one misses. 3-0. And there's the automatic. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Well struck left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Cut off, throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right
left
there.
fielder,
Pretty much just a
Nolan
textbook
Jones.
double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Pulls that one foul. Line drive, and no one can get there. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners
Batting
with
second.
1 out.
Second baseman, Tyrone Estrada.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And we're back.
Leading
We head to the
off
bottom of
for
the
the
second,
Mets,
and now
center
here's a speed
fielder,
threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. McMahon makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a
Batting
little bit
eighth,
quick. Front
catcher,
shoulder open.
Francisco
Backside collapsed a little bit,
Alvarez.
and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And that one a little bit high. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back, and it's gone. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Jeff McNeil, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Inside, ball 1. And it's fouled away. Out of bounce right side, Tolia. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Struck him out looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. On to the third inning. So in now for Colorado,
right fielder,
Sam Hilliard. Senga back to work. That one misses, and that's ball 1. That's inside.
Ball 2.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 3-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Batting ninth,
Jacob
catcher,
Stallings
Jacob
now.
Stallings.
That one ripped right center field. Taylor going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. And that's in there at the knees. Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
And strike 2.
1 ball.
2 out, space is empty. That's outside.
That's out.
And the count is 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail things here 2-0. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Stepping in, Mark Vientos.
Third baseman,
Worked to
Mark
walk at his first trip to the
Vientos.
plate. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to Tolia. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Walked his first time. And that's
Nope,
down
that's
and
a
away. This one in the air. McMahon in position. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 2-0. As we go to the top of the fourth. So in now for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this
0-1
one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Vientos makes the play. 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Grounded out his first time. That just misses. Ball 1. The Mets up by 2. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the corner, and the count even 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes
Now
to shoot
batting,
the ball
first
the other
baseman,
way.
Michael
But that
Tolia.
time, a little anxious.
And now here is Michael Tolia. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That just
1 ball, 2
misses.
strikes.
Now
Down.
1-2. And that one
Outside,
just
that's the ball.
missed off the outside edge.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Full count.
There's a swing and a drive. Makes the catch gliding onto the warning track. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Bottom
the
four
Mets,
and stepping in
left
for New York,
fielder,
Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
That's in there. Strike one. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Lifted in the air out to left. Jones racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the
Now
run
batting,
right there. He
designated
saved extra
hitter,
bases for
Jesse
sure. If the pitcher's his
Winker.
friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Winker stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to
He's
Tolia,
out.
and Winker is set down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
2 down, bases empty. And now Tyrone Taylor 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. And that misses. And that is ball one. Right through there for a strike. That one
That's
in the
ball
dirt,
two.
and it's 2-1. That's down and in. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2.
So hard to
3-2.
touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. This pitcher.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at City
Leading off
Field,
for the
all set
Rockies,
for the start
the
of the inning.
designated
Here's
hitter,
Bryant
Chris
now.
Bryant.
That one
Yep,
off the
that ball
mark,
went out.
1-0.
Well, these Rockies just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just
Nope,
off the
inside,
inside
ball two.
corner. And the count is even, 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same
Now
page
batting,
right now.
left fielder, Nolan Jones.
Nolan Jones digging in for the Rockies.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Rockies trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. And that one is inside. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. He hit into a double play his first time up.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the outside corner, and the count is 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next pitch misses way outside. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Queens,
Leading
John
off
Shelby
for
with
the
my
Mets,
buddy Chris Singleton.
catcher,
And set to get us started. Bottom 5,
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez. Bats in there, 0-1. Alvarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. He swings and fouls one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike,
Now
and that
batting,
just goes to show you
second
how
baseman,
defensive
Jeff
hitters can become
McNeil.
when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
McNeil in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one in the air. McMahon hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. A little bit low.
That's low.
Ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
That one hammered but pulled foul.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. All set for the
Leading
top of the
off for the
6th.
Rockies,
So in now
right
for
fielder,
Colorado,
Sam
Hilliard. Senga back to work. On the ground right side. A sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the
Now
out.
batting, catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings digs in now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's fouled off. Next pitch inside. 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Doyle stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Yeah. I got a ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a ball. The 2-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Mets 2 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Get out of town. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. German Marquez is done in this one. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
So the Rockies
Colorado.
turn the ball over to a
Number
new arm,
61.
Justin Lawrence.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So up next, Mark Vientos. Right through there for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball one there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's
Pete
some real power at the
Alonso.
plate. Pete Alonso. Outside,
out.
the Rockies have some action in the pen. Scott Alexander, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Bodnick, the right-hander, also getting loose. And that's outside.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That misses the
That's ball
zone, and that's ball 3.
3-0.
That catches the corner. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. See you later. And the polar bear leaves the yard. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And here is Brandon Nimmo. Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to third. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, designated hitter Jesse
2 outs,
Winker.
base is empty. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. He's grounded out a couple of times. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. And 1-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. That gets down for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice
Now
job of
batting,
pulling his
the
hands
center
tight to the
fielder,
body and just getting
Tyrone
enough of the barrel
Taylor.
on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 1-0. Check swing, called strike. Two outs. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Up the middle. They take the force out. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now here is Ryan McMahon. Grounds one to short. Lindor. Jump throw across his body, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
Ball 1.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. McMahon gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen. Dedniel Nunez up and throwing. Young warming up as well. Next pitch is downstairs.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman Michael Toglia.
Michael Toglia digging in for the Rockies. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Bryant at the plate and takes high there.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And another ball. The Rockies down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. On the corner for a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
2 outs.
Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kodai Senga will depart. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Danny Young.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
First and second, 2 outs. Jones will hit next. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one missed. And now 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Out to center. Taylor sizing this one up. And that is that. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 4 and the Rockies nothing.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Yeah, the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this game.
Alvarez.
Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. High fly ball, right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. The 1-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Now all even up. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Two, and they'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and there's a hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at-bat and found a way to win the battle.
Now batting.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 3 strikeouts
Lindor.
already. He's 0 for 3. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is gone. Francisco Lindor sends it out. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now, guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, bases empty. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's
2
a ball.
2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Hilliard in the box again, takes a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one drilled left field and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking, and 2 away now.
Up next for Colorado,
2 outs,
catcher,
bases empty.
Jacob
Now the Rockies
Stallings.
catcher, Jacob Stallings. Young, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015. That's in there. That's strike 1. They say it went.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball.